Morning all, and we're back out with RB and down at the Dobbies again, my little car park, just to show you this. This is the LXS Fluoro. So we're going to take this one out, give it a run for the customer. Believe it or not, I have to set the clutch, so put my rubber back on, just set the clutch up earlier. Side stand only on this, big wide mirrors, digital dash in blue. And if you're wondering what they've got all these screens up there, they're putting in electric car charging points. Oh whippy. Yes, more electric cars, more electric bikes. Right, let's get out and have a run on this. It is Tuesday morning, bright and early, and yes it is. It's actually 7:21, not 6:21. Need to move it forward an hour because it's been set for the summertime hours. So just waiting for traffic to clear. We're going to get out right now. There we go. We're away. Now the thing with this, being a 125, you can get the power on quick on that 6-speed box, whack through the gears and get it straight up to 40 mile an hour, so I keep up with the flow of traffic. Now, difference between the LXS and the LXR, I've said it on loads and loads of videos. This has got a shorter wheelbase. The seat height is 790 millimeters compared to the wheelbase on the LXR, which is a lot longer and is 820 millimeters in the seat height. So if you're short, if you're a female rider, or you've got really short legs, get yourself an LXS, or try both bikes for size, see what you think. But the LXS is a lot shorter in the seat, and I will show you when we pull up. Right, there is my knee tucked right in the bottom of the tank because I've got 32-inch legs. Now bent, you can see I've got bent legs, so I've got loads and loads of leg room on an LXS because it is shorter in the seat. LXR, I can flat foot with a straight leg, so it's a lot higher in the seat. But the LXS has that under seat exhaust. You've got the two little tailpipes at the back, and it does look exceptionally good in its fluoro colours. It does scream MT through the box. Lovely smooth gear blocks on this one. Into fifth. Get the power on and up to 6. Right, let's get up to 40 mile an hour. Let's crank up some mileage, and we're going to sit at around about 41, 42 a mile an hour until this bike is obviously at its 500 miles by the customer and run in. Now on this you've got your fuel gauge off to the right, it's big speedo in the middle, your gear indicator, your revs along the top, and your time and distance travelled there on the bottom left. All your telltales off to each side. Little short screen. Does it deflect the wind? Absolutely not, because you're sat quite high in the seat. You can tuck, but on a 125 it does look quite funny trying to tuck down on a 125. But once it's obviously run in, and people say, what's the top speed on the LXS? I'd say it's a 125. Most 125s are going to do 55 to 60 mile an hour. You're not going to break speed limits, although one of our customers had his LXS up to around about 68 mile an hour, so he was doing exceptionally well on that. But your average speed around about 55, 60 on any 125. Check the technical spec of top speed, but most youngsters at 17 want to absolutely floor it and see how fast they can go. It's a 125 at the end of the day. If you want really fast speed, do your Mod 1, Mod 2 or your DAS and go and get yourself a big bike. That's the easiest way to do it. But then again, on your Mod 1, Mod 2, you're going to be limited on your horsepower or kilowatts until you, I think it's 21 or 24. Not like when, obviously, we took our tests at 17 and you could go unlimited CC, unlimited power, and rag around on Z1300s or Fireblades. But as a starter bike, as a 125, a sports bike, it's a looker. It definitely does the business, thank you. You can go a little bit further out, but it's a good bit of kit. Now, what is going on this week? Just check the slip road, shoulder check, as I always do. What's going on this week? Lots going on in the workshop. Lots of bikes to ride, lots of test rides coming up. And I believe of bikes sold this year, this is about number 80. And we've still got loads to go. We normally do around about 100-150 bikes a year coming out of Eclipse, and we've still got loads of WK scramblers to test ride. Yes, we've got loads of the damn things. But for a Lexmoto bike, this is absolutely lovely, and they really are very good. So as always, test ride for the customer, and a very busy weekend if you happen to catch up with the last video down at Super Sausage. It was very busy, absolutely packed, bikes out on the road, bikes everywhere last week. But it's the start of a brand new week. Shoulder check the mirrors. So what is on for this week? Lots in the garage. This Sunday we are heading further afield. We are out to yet another bike cafe. Different one, not Super Sausage. And I am out with Peaky Biker, and I think Boo Rider is going to join us on that one as well. So we are going to have a little bit of fun with the boys and go a little bit further afield again and find a new cafe. Excuse me. It is exceptionally cold this morning. It's about 12 degrees at the moment. We're waiting for the sun to break through. There we go, a little bit of exhaust tone for you, just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. Hopefully the audio's picking it up. Rolling in on the front brake. Sling and Tackle lifting equipment. Good name. So visor up at the moment. Just get a bit of air to the face. And we're going to roll around town for a bit, see what she's like around town. Coming in on the back brake this time. Now you've got the combined braking, so it does pull you down flat, and the brakes on this are very good. So front brake does one disc, rear brake does the other disc, normally the left hand side, and the rear brake on your dual brake. Smooth and efficient through the gearbox. Lovely smooth gear changes. Really is good. So whipping down here, nice steady 40, keeping within the speed limit. Not breaking any speed limits this morning. And back down through the box, nice and smooth. Cars from the left. Now bike gear, quick one. People say, what's the best bike gear to buy? And we've covered this loads and loads of times. Get yourself a decent jacket, set of boots, gloves, and a decent crash helmet, and you can budget around about £200 to £300 just to start yourself off with some decent budget bike gear. And then obviously once you've got a little bit more saved up, work your way up, upgrade your jacket, upgrade your helmet. personal choice, I am running an LS2. Mine is a Valiant 2 and it's a titanium. Yes, I've got titanium hand brushed helmet, this one. Now this one cost me about 360 quid with all the bits with it. I do have obviously on the side my Cardo, so I can communicate with other riders. And same side of that I have the mic, the Rode mics. So I've got wireless mics in the crash helmet. That is wired into my cheek pad, so obviously the audio goes to the receiver, which is on the medium mod of my GoPro. And then down the opposite side, on the right hand side, I have my drift camera. And people say, why do you have two cameras on when you only put one lot of footage up? Believe it or not, my drift camera is my backup footage should the GoPro fail, or I need to get a different angle for insurance purposes should I drop the bike, or should someone hit me. I haven't dropped a bike yet, apart from my bike inside Super Sausage Cafe. But I always run two cameras. We will be going to an Insta soon. I am just waiting for all the clamps and the Insta mod to turn up, because then we can put the receiver on my Insta and just use the GoPro as a backup footage, get rid of the drift. Noddy nod. So eventually we will have the Insta out in front of the bike, so you can get a view of the bike, get a view of me and get a view of the road. And with my YouTube videos there is a way that you can actually set it so that you can pull the screen around and get your own view, which is quite handy. So something different coming up once I get all the clamps on my Insta. And I've got myself a new set of boots today. I am trying them out, and they are pretty darn cool. I like these. Now I have on a set of military Altbergs. Very, very good boots. And these were supplied to me, believe it or not, by the Peaky Biker. And he's like, hey Macca, do you want a set of boots? Yes I do. I've got a set of Altbergs for you. And I'll tell you what, they are very comfortable, they're very warm, and very easy. That's one way to go round, honestly. Wouldn't happen to be a Mercedes driver, would it? Yes. That's nice, they've re-tarmacked the road. Ooh, happy days, fresh tarmac. My God, Milton Keynes Council have actually spent some money. So cheers Peaky. I've got my Altbergs on today, very comfortable, and I've got lovely toasty ankles today, which is great. Right, let's get it up to 40. And as it's a 40, I'm occupying the middle of the road. Tough. You can wait. A slightly different ride circuit this morning. I just felt like doing something different. Get a different view of Milton Keynes this morning as well. So this is the back of Walton and Walnut Tree. Kids are all out on the school run, and it's obviously the early morning traffic as well. Everyone's getting ready to go to school, everyone's getting ready to go to work. We're going to do a left here, and I am going to go down and do a reverse of the route that I normally do from Simpson under RB Bridge. Believe it or not, here's one for you. Little house there. Now that is a little power unit, believe it or not. Someone has actually bought that to turn into a house. We were reading the local village news, and someone has bought the old power unit at Walton Hall. Really? Okay, which is where that's the Open University down there, by the way. And they have just paid £150,000 for that little unit to turn it into a... I was like, Jesus, how much money? I will give you 25 for it. Yeah, 150 grand that is. Madness, absolute madness. Right, we are going to go reverse route and head back to the garage and have a little bit of fun. So a nice long test ride for the customer. And they can see their LXS is all good, hunky-dory. It's not got no issues. Brakes are good, indicators, lights, horn. Horn on this is quite loud. That's woke up people in the car park. Yeah, but everything is all good on these LXSs. Great little bike. We're going to do a right here, down through Simpson Village, back to the garage. A cup of coffee awaits, I hope. And cars in the car park already. I won't get to say what they're doing in the car park the other night. Yes. So it copes with the speed bumps. It handles great in the corners. It really does find its own line. A little bit of counter steer just to get it round, and job done. Right, the only corner you have to watch out for is this one, because they do cut it. Lean it in, nice and steady, bit of counter steer on, and climb the hill. Now on a 125 you haven't got to worry about it. You can get the power on, just give it a little bit more throttle, up over the big speed bump and down the other side. Suspension lovely, mid to soft I'd say on this. It's not hard suspension like you get on some of the sports bikes where it bounces your backside around. It is very comfortable. Thank you very much. And there's some beautiful old houses down here. Under RB Bridge. Pointless doing a rev bomb because it's only a little 125. Watch out for the pigeons. But turn that indicator off. RB. This is the only thing you have to watch out for. When they've gone and stuck the water main right down where you want to be in the corners, off to the left of the corner so you get maximum visibility, and then on a left hand corner out to the right so you can see as far around the corner as you can, and watch the car drivers who cut the corners. Yes, and you should always be looking at your vanishing points, which are right out there, just checking for traffic. Pick yourself out, bring it round. Red light. Down into gear and just foot on the back brake. Now, if you are stopped for more than 10 seconds, hook it into neutral. Drop your back brake on, then it gives you a chance to warm your fingers up if it is a bit of a cold day, like it is this morning. Rubby rub, as they say. So I tend to hold on back brake, little bit of front, just keep an eye on the mirror. If something comes in a bit too quick, all you have to do is literally swap feet, bang it into gear and away. A lot of people sit here in first gear and hold it on the clutch. You don't need to. Just keep an eye on that mirror. Nice steady car coming in behind. And I've got a perfect view of traffic behind me now. That is going to be the last car. Swap legs, into gear, back onto the back brake. So it's a quick shuffle of the feet, hold it on the back brake. But what's it like? First gear, climbing a big hill. No problem at all. Up over the top. Whee! Try doing that at speed on a big one and you'll pop the front wheel. So it's quite handy with cars that you can, obviously, being a thin bike, filter. just avoid those big potholes. Right, we're going to do a right here up to the garage. Cup of coffee is awaiting me. So whatever you're doing this week, have yourself a good one. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave them down below in the description. We will catch up with you later this week on more test rides. And don't forget all the social media, that's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and of course the YouTube. But until the next time, be well, ride safe, and for RB, as always, it's a big goodbye from me.